The one night that we wait for, when it's all put on the line. We all striving to reach the top and be the champion this time.
I'm gonna be a champion. Yeah, I got what it takes. Risk it all, make my own fate. Yeah, I'm gonna be a champion. All the glory and the fame, just setting in my own plane. I'm gonna be a champion. Silhouettes in the spotlight, cash falling from the sky. Yeah, I'm gonna be a champion. So all it takes is one night for me to turn around my whole life. Say it's easy coming up and trying to be the best. I'm calling bluff, you looking tired, man, you need a rest. You trying to graduate ahead of class, cheat the test. Homie, I ain't even trying, I just be the best. Championship.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to another edition of the Game Changer. It is indeed Oscar season. It is indeed Oscar weekend. And tonight, it's all about the predictions. I am indeed Nate the effing Great, and I'm being joined here by the one, the only, fabulous VicTori Belle.
Yeah, hi, we're finally live in person again.
This is like our third year doing it. I think it's the first time we've actually done a face-to-face actual
prediction show.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because we've always done it over Skype, and honestly, if you've known our last few shows that we've done that, Skype apparently doesn't like us. I don't know why.
Never does.
So we're changing it up. We're doing it live here in the Schaumburg area, actually. So we will be actually doing a live recording for the Oscars, our reactions this Sunday. It's going to be absolutely insane. We will be doing a bit of a Moulin Rouge-esque type theme, so you can definitely expect us to look very, very fancy, very, very dapper. Although it's going to be kind of interesting if we do like a random theme where it's going to be like, 1 year we're fancy, 1 year it's kind of casual. Next year it's fancy again. Next year it's probably us in pajamas or something.
Yep, you never know. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh my gosh. But honestly, you guys, we always have fun doing these predictions. Last year was a little bit sluggish, to say the least. First year we thought was actually pretty awesome. This year, I think we have some expectations, regardless of the fact that we don't have a host. But you know what? Maybe they'll pull a swerve on us. Maybe they'll surprise us. Who knows at this point? But you know what? Let's not waste any time. Let's talk about the Oscars. We have 24 categories to go through, 24 predictions, and we will reveal our predictions not only here, but also on our live reactions video this Sunday. We're going to try and do it on YouTube as well as on Facebook. Hopefully Facebook will be kind to us, but we'll wait and see. Let's start off with Best Visual Effects. So we have Avengers Infinity War, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, and Solo, A Star Wars Story. I do believe in being chivalrous, so VicTori Belle, if you would like to take the lead on this one, who do you think is going to win this Best Visual Effects Award?
Well, I think we kind of discussed a little bit beforehand, but I'm kind of going for the fun this time. I'm not caring if I really think they're going to win. I just want my favorites to win now.
Fair enough.
Last year we were kind of intense about it, and I think we were like, okay, this is competitive right now, and I think this year with all the fun that is going on and our theme, everything, I think it would be more fun to maybe lose and have to drink. So I've decided, not that I think they're going to lose, but I want them to win. I want Avengers Infinity War to win.
It's going to be a tough one to beat because Avengers Infinity War definitely does have a lot of great effects. But we will say this, that it's not the Marvel movie that will be nominated for Best Picture, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. So, I already think I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned this on the show, but I already told you about which one I'm going with. I'm going with Ready Player One on this one. I really like the visual effects that they had for the Oasis, a lot of the gameplay characters, a lot of these just absolutely tremendous visuals that they created in this supposedly like online visual deal just absolutely blows my mind. So that's the one I'm going to be picking for that. I would be okay with Avengers Infinity War, but my heart of hearts is just like, I want it to be Ready Player One, just because the nostalgic gamer part of me is just saying, yeah, that's the way we gotta go. But
that's awesome. I mean, all of them are kind of fun movies, but
no, that is true. Honestly, I'm looking at all of them. They all have the right to win, although I have not seen First Man.
I haven't seen First Man either.
Okay. But, all right, so the next category that we have up is Best Film Editing. Do you have that pulled up right now?
I do.
Okay, so why don't you go through our categories? Who do we got?
Okay, for film editing, we have Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, and Vice. So I went first last time. How about you go first for film editing?
For film editing, this one to me seems like a pretty obvious one. I'm going with the fun one. I'm going with The Favorite. Bohemian Rhapsody. It's hard for me to choose against it. I've seen Black Klansman. It is good. But I just think that Bohemian Rhapsody has this one locked in.
It's funny because you said you were going for The Favorite, and The Favorite is an actual choice. So I was like, what? But no,
I've never even thought of that.
It was hilarious. That was really funny. I think I'm actually going to go with Bohemian Rhapsody as well, just because that out of all those movies, that one is one that I really enjoyed, and it had to tell a very long story, so they had to edit a lot for this one. So I agree with you. I hope Bohemian Rhapsody takes this one.
Oh, man. I think the Bohemian Rhapsody is going to be coming up more than once on our predictions, but that's because it's that damn good.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Best Makeup and Hairstyling. We have Border, Mary, Queen of Scots, and Vice. VicTori Belle. Any ideas on these ones?
I actually, I would really like Mary, Queen of Scots to win. I think what they had to do to Margot Robbie, transforming her into Queen Elizabeth, and really kind of, there was a lot of makeup in that, and a lot of effects to make her seem a little more sickly than she was. She had to lose a lot of hair for the role. Not her actually losing it, but yeah, they did a lot. I enjoyed the whole idea about Mary, Queen of Scots, and I just think it's a cool movie, and I hope that it brings something home. I thought it would be nominated for more than it was. So.
I'm going to go with Vice for this one. I just think that whenever they try to create something that, is kind of old-fashioned classic, we definitely can say the same thing about Mary Queen of Scots, but anything that's kind of back in like the last few decades, I just feel like it's always tough to do because you want to try and do it justice. I think with Mary Queen of Scots, it's one of those movies that's like, it's kind of the typical hairstyling, blah, blah, blah that they always put out. So I think I got to give this one to Vice. All right.
I mean, last time Margot Robbie film won.
Yeah, you just had to remind me of that, didn't you? I will say this. I will proudly drink if Margot Robbie wins again. If she's the reason, basically why
Nice.
this wins, then that's totally fine.
What's our next category?
Next category we have is Best Costume Design.
Nice.
And
right.
all the candidates, the nominees, I should say, are... this one might be a tougher one.
Yeah, okay, so we have The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Never seen that one.
It's
Very
Scrooge,
interesting.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
No.
Okay, I was like, I thought it was
is.
Scruggs. But we have Black Panther, The Favorite again, Mary Poppins Returns, and Mary Queen of Scots.
Oh my gosh. This one is going to be tough because pulling at the fact that they had a Marvel movie in there. That's awesome, but at the same time, boy. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Mary Queen of Scots. The design of a lot of the costumes are absolutely just spectacular. As much as I love the Black Panther costume designs, I think that Mary Queen of Scots definitely kind of stand out more.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you that the Oscar movies in general really enjoy picking those classic kind of old Victorian style attire. But I'm gonna go big and say Black Panther, just because of the fact that they had to really design a whole new concept for them, and they designed an actual suit. So I think it would be really fun, and I'm going to choose Black Panther for that.
Fair enough. Honestly, again, another one of those categories where it's like, can't really see too much of a losing deal in here.
Right.
Okay.
Someone has to, though.
This
both pick
is up to the truth about this. All right, next up we have Best Cinematography. We have Cold War, The Favorite, Never Look Away, Aroma, and A Star Is Born. VicTori Belle, who do you have and why?
Ooh, for cinematography. Well, out of all of those, like I said, I'm attempting to pick the ones I just want to win. So I'm going to have to say A Star Is Born for that. I don't know if they're going to win. I feel like they've been skunked this award season, but I already explained what I'm doing this year, and A Star Is Born is my choice.
I agree. I'm going with A Star Is Born as well, just because of the fact that it's awesome. I don't think I need to go any further than that.
No, you definitely don't. I love how we're like really struggling to keep up with our own. Like, we're writing down our choices while we're talking. You can kind of tell we're lengthening the words. What's our next category?
Next up category that we have is Best Production Design.
Production design. Boom. I'm there. So for Best Production Design, our options are Black Panther, The Favorite, First Man, Mary Poppins Returns, and Roma.
I mean, is it really a contest for me? Black Panther, all the way.
I feel like I'm just going to agree with you because I don't know The Favorite. I do know it's definitely a period piece. And, I mean, it's the whole set, and they had to do so much for Black Panther. I got to love it. You gotta choose it.
No, definitely agree with that. And I know that this weekend I'm hopefully going to be able to see the last two Best Picture movies, which are The Favorites and Vice. But
Nice.
We'll have to see what that's going. We'll see what happens with that, because either I'll be going to the theater that's nearby the hotel, or I'll go to the one that's in the Marcus Theater one. Either way,
Yeah,
it's
you do have a really close theater.
I realized that as soon as I showed up here. I'm like, wait, is there a theater close by? Oh,
It's across the street.
yeah.
Yeah, but you have ties with Marcus, so we understand.
That is fair. That is fair. Let's see here. All right, so the next one that we have. No, we were doing that. Oh, right. So it's Best Sound Editing. We have Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, A Quiet Place, and Roma. VicTori Belle, you're up to bat.
Ooh, my phone is slow. It's not going. Can you read them again?
Oh, sure.
I'm like, I'm stuck.
Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, A Quiet Place, and Roma.
Interesting. Now, I kind of want to go with Bohemian Rhapsody, but just by the fact that the sound was so intriguing in this film, and it was such a big part of this film, I think I want to go with A Quiet Place.
Oh, well, we're agreeing on this one, too. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I look at that and I see that it's one of the ones that got nominated, so I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm going with this one just because, thank God, they at least gave A Quiet Place some kind of Oscar nomination.
Well, and that's hard to get. No sound is very hard, and
That is true.
it's a lot of editing probably that went into the fact that it's a very quiet, specific sound movie. So for me, I think if it doesn't win, it would only be because of the lack of having sound.
I honestly thought that you were going to go in a direction just like, it's kind of a quiet place. I was about to say, there's the pun.
Nope, not as funny. What's our next?
Next up we have is Best Sound Mixing.
Oh, so we continue with the sound.
I'm already looking at the categories and I'm just thinking to myself, oh boy, this one's going to be tough.
So we got Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, Roma, A Star Is Born. So mixing of the sounds.
God help me. So for this one, I'm going to give it to Bohemian Rhapsody. I think that it just flows very well, and I think that they find a way to make everything work. Nothing against, The Star Is Born. Trust me, you'll know why. Just a few more categories. It's just Bohemian Rhapsody, I feel like just really does hit, when it comes to sound mixing, to make everything work, to make everything sound great. It just seems like it does a great job. I'm going to look up the definition of what they exactly sound.
Yeah.
Recognized the finest or most cool sound mixing or recording is generally awards the production, sound mixers, and recording mixers of the winning film. Okay, no, I'm still sticking with my pick.
Well, I also chose Bohemian Rhapsody, and I think it was cool just because it looked as if they re-recorded some of the songs, and having to put all those instruments together would be a big task. So, even though, yes, they used, obviously, Freddie Mercury's voice and stuff, thank goodness. You can't not have Freddie Mercury's voice. But I'm excited. I think that mixing-wise, they did the best.
It's going to be hard to really match a lot of the sound that, Bohemian Rhapsody has, but there are contenders on here that could really put up a hard-fought battle for it. But we'll get into that more, I think, when we get into Best Picture. But, all right. Oh, this is going to be good, because this is one of those things that you and I really look forward to, and that is Best Original Song. Why? Because a lot of times they like to perform these the Oscars. And I'm kind of interested in seeing how they do these, for at least a couple of them. We have All the Stars from Black Panther. We have I'll Fight from RBG. The Place Where Lost Things Go from Mary Poppins Returns. Shallow from A Star Is Born. And When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings from the ballad of Buster Scruggs.
What is that movie?
I am very curious right now what exactly this is too.
Right? Like, I'm like, this movie seems like I might need to go see it just because it's really funny sounding. But yeah, I obviously I had to pick Shallow. It's on like 2 of my playlists, and I listen to it a lot. The only other song I have on there is All the Stars in my playlist, but I don't know, Shallow is just such an iconic song for that movie. I don't think you can vote against it.
No, I'm fully agreeing with you. I literally wrote down, Shallow Baby! I already talked a lot about it, so I don't think I need to go any further with it.
You're like, and we're done.
All right, next up we have is Best Original Score.
All right.
Oh, boy. Again, This might be a bit of a toss-up.
All right. Is that your reading?
No, I did the
okay,
I
will do
so
it.
you got original score.
Okay, so for original score, we have Black Panther, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, Isle of Dogs, Mary Poppins Returns.
Mary Poppins.
What do you think?
Well, I just gave it away. So I'm going with Mary Poppins Returns. I really liked the music from that. Black Panther, yes, it does have a little more of the the kind of intensity to it. But I think I just really like. I think when you think about the Academies, I kind of like the Return of Mary Poppins just a bit more. So.
Nice. Well, for me, I decided to go with Black Panther because it does have an awesome score. Song-wise, I think Star is Born song is really pivotal, but throughout all of Black Panther, you really get that theme of the hip-hop and, like, African tone all to it at the same time that they mix the two together and really just took the movie with them. The score is very iconic to them. And whenever you hear their theme come on, you're like, oh, Wakanda forever. So I got to choose for original score. I like Black Panther on that one.
I think we'll need to take a drink anytime one of us does the Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
I think we're saying sips, not like full on like shots. Because I think if we did, I think
we need to make that clear.
One of us is going to abuse that, and by one of us I mean probably me. So.
Oh, we'll get apple juice too, just in case.
Just for the Wakanda.
Yeah, Wakanda forever. Do it again.
Apple juice. Wakanda forever. What? All right. Next category we have is Best Live Action Short Film. All right. Hopefully I can read these without botching them. First one we have is Detainment, Fave, Marguerite, Mother, and Skin. What?
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing this one. Are we doing this one? I have no idea.
Yeah, let's just do it for fun.
Okay. I don't even have it on the Oscars thing. They don't care enough about it.
Really?
Yeah, they don't even have that.
Oh, that's just...
They have is it short film? Oh, never mind. They do have it. I'm so sorry.
Best live action short film.
Yep, I saw short film. I just thought it was the animated one.
Oh, jeez.
So, Detainment, Fav, Marguerite, Mother, and Skin.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Skin. Seems like a kind of a one that they would choose.
It's just funny. I'm thinking to myself, one of us has to choose Skin. One of us has to choose Skin. I'm going to go with Mother. I think it just sounds a little more nice and warming. It could be, for all we know.
Who knows? It doesn't sound... Mother actually reminds me of all those scary movies, but it's also on here.
yeah.
It's Madre. Madre and Mother.
Madre. Oh, okay. Well, oh man. Well, that just kind of gives them an unfair advantage.
What does?
Adding emphasis on the fact that it's, Latino, not Latino.
Hispanic?
Yes. I'm trying not to sound critical. Ah, boy. Next up, we have his best animated short film.
Yay, animated short. I can get this for us. All right. So, again. Oh, I have seen one. Yay. Okay, so we have Animal Behavior, Bow, Late Afternoon, One Small Step, and Weekends.
For some reason, I look at a lot of these and I think to myself, this just seems like a setup for one of the Secret Life of Pets movies. I don't know why. Yeah, your favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, oh jeez.
Oh man, I remember having you repeat that like a few times, and I was like, man, she does not like this movie, does she?
Well, I just don't like it. I just don't understand. I don't understand that you make an animated film just for kids. I don't understand that. I never will. I never should, I don't think. I feel like Disney does it best by making an animated film that appeals to adults and children. I think that's kind of the whole theme.
Case in point, Robin Hood. Just dropped the mic.
But yeah, that Secret Life of Pets is just stupid. And I think I've seen another film, what is it, Wonder Park or whatnot, that's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I look at that and I'm like, that would suck if your kid wants to go see that. I just feel bad. I'm like, or you could go see How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World that looks amazing and looks like it appeals to everyone, or you have to go to Wonder Park. Oh.
Which the kids are like, hey. Getting back to this, I went with Bao. Just, I find it really hard to see anything topping that. It was such a good short film, and it helped us get warmed up for what was going to be a really good movie.
Yeah, The Incredibles 2, little Pixar short of Bao. I definitely chose that too. It was cute. It made me tear up. Good family thing. Love it.
We cry over pastries. What is wrong with us? Oh boy. Now we're getting into the really fun stuff. Best documentary short subject. We got Black Sheep, Endgame, Lifeboat, A Night at the Garden, and Period, End of Sentence.
And Endgame is not Avengers Endgame.
Damn it.
Just gonna throw it out there for everyone.
Damn it. That may sway my decision now.
I know. Be careful. Okay, so I have to choose one of these.
I know. It's so hard.
You know what? Just because I made a joke about it, I'm going to choose it. I'm choosing Endgame.
Me too.
But it also, I guess it's on Netflix, so I have no excuse not to watch it. But it looks like a hospice or something, which will just make me cry and just destroy me on the inside. So let's pick Endgame.
Why not at this point? If it's one of those things where that could really be like emotional
Oh, yeah.
And then we get into the actual end game for Avengers, and then it'll be even more emotional.
Still is, yeah.
One thing that these two end games have, they're emotional and they destroy our innards. Bottom line. All right.
What's next?
Happy times. Next up is Best Documentary Feature.
Ooh, feature-long documentary. Let's see if I've seen any ones. I feel like I've seen a lot of docus lately, but probably none of these. So we have Free Solo, Hail Country This Morning, This Evening, Minding the Gap, Of Fathers and Sons, RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I did that because I wanted to. And that is all. Those are the choices.
Which one is first? Okay, that's not what I thought it was. I'll go with RBG.
Oh man, I'm doing that too. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You go, girl. You win. You get that.
You win.
So we both picked the same thing. Darn it. We'll both have to drink if they suck.
Well, the fact of the matter is there is still quite a few that we have on here that are different. And I think definitely as we go along, it's going to be very, very interesting. Okay, now we're getting into some of the good stuff. Well, one good one, and then the other one's going to be kind of interesting because I think it's going to be kind of fun to see you try to pronounce a lot of these names.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Just to let you know, you're going to be doing Best Foreign Language Film.
Oh, yay.
So I have Best Animated Feature Film. We have Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. VicTori Belle, who have you got and why?
This is a heartbreaker. There's so many good ones here. And I like the animation style in all of them. I actually do enjoy the claymation in Isle of Dogs. I like Isle of Dogs a lot. And I feel like I'm going to be crazy and I'm picking them.
You're picking Isle of Dogs?
I'm going to. I liked the Disney a lot, but I feel like maybe the Oscars are going to throw a weird curveball our way and give it to the claymation.
I am at least willing to give them the benefit of the doubt if they do that. They're pulling on my heartstrings. I can't exactly choose against it.
No, I
went with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
That's a good one. I kind of thought you would do that, but
I think it's a toss-up between that and Incredibles 2, because both are really good. But I think Into the Spider-Verse definitely does kind of bring in a new element to the Marvel movies.
Yeah, and I mean, it used a lot of the actual comic books, like stylization, so I really like that. So if they win, I would also be very happy. Okay, but it is Disney's category, so we don't know.
Okay, so yeah, we're in Best Foreign Language Films, and now looking at it, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, yeah, you're gonna have this so easy. So I like to take my joke back.
All right, so we have Capernaum, Cold War, Never Look Away, Roma, and Shoplifters. What do you think?
I'm going to give it to Roma. I think
I'm doing it too. I mean, if it's for Best Picture too, I'm sorry, right?
It's just one of those things where I look at it and I think, if it's not going to get Best Picture, it should at least get, Best, Foreign Language Film.
Yeah. I kind of think it's almost cheating to put it in both categories. Because if it's up for Best Picture and it doesn't win Best Foreign Film, what the
Fred Savage are they talking about?
Yeah, I almost think it's not fair to the other movies because it's in Best Picture. So it is the best of all those.
No, that is very true.
Yeah.
Also, for future reference, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to be dropping the F-bomb anymore unless it stands for Fred Savage. Thank you, Deadpool. All right.
Oh, you're talking to the wrong person. I'm the one who does it.
Well, we'll just say that I will have to make you put a nice little quarter in the swear jar if you keep it up.
We'll try.
And it starts this Sunday. No, it starts after this Sunday.
There we go.
Because we can't control ourselves when it comes to booze. Well, I should speak for myself. So next up we have Best Adapted Screenplay. Hey, what do you know? Look what's back. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs is back. Black Klansman, Can You Ever Forgive Me? If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born. All right, what have you got?
I semi want to pick the Scruggs one just to do it because I think it's funny, but I already said I'm going with what I know, and I guess I'm going to have to pick A Star Is Born.
Okay. I'm going to change it up a bit. I'm going to go with Black Klansman. I remember watching this, and it's a very, very powerful movie. So I think that if it's not going to get, again, Best Picture, it definitely should deserve this category for Best Adapted. What is it? Best Adapted Screenplay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely should deserve this one. All right. So now we are on to Best Original Screenplay. Yep, you're catching on.
Ta-da. Well, I'm kind of just jumping around here in these categories.
It's just a lucky guess.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. Okay, so for original screenplay, we have The Favorite, First Reform, Green Book, Roma, and Vice. What do you think?
Green Book.
Darn it, I'm doing that too.
It's such a hard movie to choose against. And I really liked it. It's so powerful. I mean, you basically have an African-American, pianist player and an Italian driver just building a relationship. And it's so good. It's just so good. I can't choose against it, in my opinion.
That's great. I wish I was able to see it. I wanted to really bad. But I was able to get the synopsis of it, and it just looks amazing. It was one of those that I didn't even know it was an Oscar movie at first when I was like, oh, I definitely want to go see that one. Because it just looked good, regardless if I had to watch it. Love the actors. And, yeah, I hope it wins some. I'm almost for sure it's going to win a lot.
Yeah, I could definitely see it being a huge favorite going into this. All right, so now we are down to the final six, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you've endeared us so much to this. Before we get into the final six, guys, we're just going to do a little commercial break. And then when we come back, we'll break it down to who will be winning Best Actors, Supporting Actors and Actresses, as well as Best Director and Best Picture for this year. So stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right back.
Check out the guys over at Eclectic Media Project. They bring you podcasts such as Musically Challenged. Whose podcast is it anyway? Want to hear something interesting? And their newest podcast, Page 3.14 News. Check them out on Podbean and iTunes at Eclectic Media Project. On their website at www.eclecticmediaproject.com. Check them out as they are the home with a little something for almost everyone.
Alright guys, welcome back to this edition of the Game Changer. It is indeed Oscar prediction season. I am Nate the Effing Great, joined here by the lovely and very fabulous VicTori Belle. We are down to the final six categories of the show, and guys, again, check us out on YouTube as well as on Facebook. We're definitely going to be trying to do a dual cast for the live reaction of the Oscars. You're going to basically see us be a couple of goofs, because why not? So let's go right into Best Supporting Actor. We have Mahershala Ali for Green Book, Adam Driver for Black Klansman, Sam Elliott for A Star Is Born, Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me, and Sam Rockwell for Vice.
Yeah, everyone there is amazing. Quite honestly, this is one of the hardest categories for me to pick because they were all amazing, but I definitely want Mahershala? Yeah, Ali to win. I call him Rob Fury's big brother. So whenever I see him on, I mean, he's on True Detective right now and everything. He's just everywhere. I think that guy's overworked, underpaid, and deserves an Oscar.
Nope, I definitely do agree with that. I'm going to go with Ali as well. Just because, again, saw it. He did an absolutely fantastic job. I think he actually has a couple of award-winning deals going into this. I think he won Best Supporting Actor in the Golden Globes, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. So he's already on the road to the Oscars.
Oh, he is. I think that right now, for me, I think Ali is definitely going to be one of those people that I will be shocked if he doesn't win. But at the same time, I'm not going to take it like personally. I'm not going to be like, no, they picked him. They picked this person because of blah 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 blah. We're past that, guys. At least I hope we are. All right. Next up, we have Best Supporting Actress.
So the Best Supporting Actresses are Amy Adams in Vice, Marina de Tavira in Roma, Regina King in If Beale Street Could Talk, Emma Stone in The Favorite, and Rachel Weisz in The Favorite.
I am going to be... Oh, geez, it's a toss-up between Emma Stone and Amy Adams. Yeah, I'm going with my gut. I'm going to say Amy Adams. Even though I've seen her do a lot of, kid-friendly roles, whenever she gets to, like, the more serious roles, she just takes on this different personality, and she just absolutely knocks it out of the park. So... yeah, I'm definitely going to be going with Amy Adams for that. Emma, I love you, but at the same time, you already got your big Oscar win a few years ago. Trust me, we saw it, and it was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was great. And so I'm going to pick her.
You're gonna pick-
I'm picking Emma Stone. I kind of already had my little soapbox of how I do really enjoy watching her act, and she's one of the people. Maybe I never said that to you on air, but. She's one of the people that I follow as one of the role models that I like to act.
Really?
Yeah, so I got to choose her in this.
Nice. All right, so we'll go on to Best Actor. We have Christian Bale for Vice, Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born, William Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, and Viggo Mortensen for Green Book. VicTori Belle, who you got?
Oh man, another really, really amazing list. I really want to pick Bradley Cooper because he was kind of snubbed in the directing category. So it would be nice for him to get to get something. But just out of pure principle that this guy embodied one of my favorite of all time musicians, I have to pick Rami Malek. He's my man.
I did not even take that into consideration about Bradley Cooper, so that's why I'm picking him for Best Actor.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it is kind of a little bit of a buzzkill. Like, you're like, wait, you didn't even, he directed and starred and did all this amazing things, and they're like, we don't want you in there.
And hey, he could be the director for Guardians 3, and he could be doing the same thing.
Really?
He could. It's a possibility.
Oh, wow.
It's one of those things that has been a rumor going around. There's even people that have been saying we'd be okay with that, because I think he would hold true to what James Gunn had, as well as, the success that he's already had from his first, directorial debut. He's already gotten so many Oscar nominations here.
Right.
Even one Oscar win would definitely put Bradley Cooper in a higher spot than a lot of people really give him. I would have loved to have picked William Dafoe, but at the same time, I have no idea what this At Eternity's Gate movie is all about. So.
Right, I don't either, but you already know he dominated in it because it's William Dafoe. He doesn't not dominate.
Yeah, he did great in Aquaman. He was pretty great in Spider-Man. Any other movies, I mean, what the hell. All right, so now we're on to Best Actress.
So, Best Actress in a Leading Role. We have Yalitza Aparicio.
I wish I would have. Here we go.
Yalitza Aparicio. I feel like that's her correct pronunciation, but I could be wrong. Please forgive me if I was wrong. From Roma, we have Glenn Close from The Wife. Glenn Close. Glenn Closed from The Wife. Olivia Colman, The Favorite. Lady Gaga, A Star Is Born, and Melissa McCarthy Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Lady Gaga. It's one of those things where it was just one of those huge, names that I was thinking, yep, she's got this. I think a lot of people are going to be thinking that Glenn Close is going to take this one.
I actually wrote that.
You wrote that? Okay, well, spoiler.
Only because I did watch some of The Wife. I really enjoyed it. I'm only picking it because I want us to also have different choices, how we just did. So I'm like, I wanted to do Lady Gaga too, but I'm going to choose different because I do. Her performance in The Wife is amazing. Lady Gaga's performance is awesome too, but I just want us to be different.
Fair enough. All right, so we are down to the final two. First up, we have Best Director, Spike Lee for Black Klansman.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be harder.
Bukowski for Cold War, Yorgos Lanthimos for The Favorite, Alfonso Cuarón for Roma, and Adam Kay for Vice. What you got?
As much as I kind of want to see Roma's director win because of what he did with such a low budget and such an amazing piece that he took. But I think it's Spike Lee's year, man. I think Black Klansman might pull it out for him. And Spike Lee's just a name you hear. He's a very controversial name in some sense, but I think he really took the Black Klansman and made it intriguing for everyone. It was powerful, like you said, and I think it's probably his year. What do you think?
I'm going with I'm going to go with Adam Kay for Vice.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things where I don't think that there's been really too many presidential ones in the Best Picture categories, so I think they might swerve us and go with this one. But, I do agree with you full-heartedly. I think Black Klansman, Spike Lee did an absolutely fantastic job. I'm just doing what you did and thinking,
change it up, yeah.
We're going to change it up just a little bit.
I don't know.
I mean, I gave Black Klansman, maybe one or two, so...
Yeah.
So
dude, you gave me... Oh, yeah, you gave me the exact right amount of pieces of paper.
Holy cow, that was just a lucky
honestly
guess.
ridiculous.
You're welcome.
Yeah, wow.
All right, so final category, ladies and gentlemen, the Best Picture category.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to do like half and I'll do half?
Oh, you could do it if you want. Go right ahead.
All right. So we have Black Panther, Black Klansman, Black Rhapsody. No, I'm kidding. Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star Is Born, and Vice. So I'm gonna just say this right now. I made this a solid prediction for this about a month ago. I think when we first discussed it, and honestly, I'm staying true to it. I'm still predicting that A Star Is Born is going to take the big one, and it's going to win Best Picture this Sunday.
I like that you chose that. So because of your choice, I guess I will... I don't think this is going to win, but I wouldn't mind it. Bohemian Rhapsody. I'll go with Bohemian Rhapsody. I think there's just so many good choices here that it just sucks. So whoever wins, we're probably going to be excited, except if The Favorite, because I didn't see it and it didn't look interesting to me. So.
Right. I will literally probably have a mini heart attack if Black Panther picks up the victory.
Yeah, that would be amazing. We would not be mad. We would not be mad.
I think that literally we both would kind of just be looking at each other like, did this really happen?
Down your beverage.
Might as well at this point.
If Black Panther wins, we're going to have to do something really, really good. Right. Or really bad, because we both didn't pick it. Ooh, all right. That was all of them.
That was all of them. 24, you guys. 24 predictions that have been made. For those of you that are curious...
24 chances to drink.
24 chances to drink. We are going to have the time of our lives. I'll be full. All right. So, for those of you that are curious, this Sunday, the Oscars will be taking place at around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, for those of you that are curious about that. But they are doing the red carpet event, all the pre-show stuff's at around, if I'm not mistaken, it's around 3 or 4.
Yeah, 5 I thought was when the red carpets.
Somewhere around
whatever.
that time.
It's earlier.
Yeah, but then again, they also want to try and give as many people time to talk about their films and everything like that. So, but yeah, guys, definitely be sure to tune in this Sunday. Like I said, we're going to be doing a live stream deal on YouTube as well as hopefully on Facebook if they allow us, because it's been kind of like an on and off deal with that. So. It's going to be very interesting to see how many of these we actually get right and how many of these we're just going to be like, well, we saw that coming, but whatever.
Yeah, maybe we'll mute our sound while we're doing it, because I think that was the problem.
Well, mainly for the Facebook one. YouTube, they're just like, we don't care. It's publicity.
It's like, do you? YouTube.
Do you? It's like, I'll never tell them. But, all right, so... It's going to be absolutely crazy, you guys. Definitely tune into that. Definitely check out our amazing attire that we'll be wearing and showcasing this Sunday. It's going to be absolutely fancy and dapper. But we are going to head out because we are going to be watching a movie called Fighting with the Family. And guys, for those of you that are still curious about the whole Patreon deal, like I said, it's going to be happening on the 1st of April. And you'd be surprised, Fighting with the Family is probably going to be on there for one of the reviews. Honestly, VicTori Belle, are you interested in possibly joining me for a review on that?
Yeah, I'm totally down as long as we're able to get it done. I know tonight we're going a little late, so we'll see.
It's honestly like I think they said it's like an hour and a half movie.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah, I think we already discussed bedtime for us grown folk is midnight. So
bedtime when you work in the morning.
So, guys, we're going to be heading on out. You know where to find us on Facebook. You know how to follow me on Twitter. You know how to talk to us. And you know how to make VicTori Belle smile. Go check out our Facebook fan page. Compliment her and be nice about it. Don't say anything, creepy like I would. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.